Hey, what's going on, guys? Rishta here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my whole history on playing Street Fighter 6 from when I started back in 2023 when Rashid first came out to where I am now on reaching Ultimate Master last phase has kind of like taught me a few things, and I'm going to also be talking about on how you can end up getting to Ultimate Master at some point with the character you want to be. 'Cause in my opinion, it takes time and like knowledge in certain times when you're playing against a certain character or learning a combo, patience, or anything like that. So a little history. So I'm going to quickly go through obviously my back history or backstory on how I got to this level of experience when playing Street Fighter 6. So let's get into it. So at the start of Rashid's, or when he was like been out for about almost a few weeks at that point, I decided to buy Street Fighter 6 on the Xbox One. So I decided to play on my Xbox. And at first, I didn't know what to do. I thought I saw Street Fighter 6 because I did watch some Street Fighter 5 videos beforehand. So I was watching like some pros such as like Valmaster back in Street Fighter 5 era when he was like playing Chun-Li with the Alpha Chan. Obviously is my favorite outfit shown in the video that I'm showing. The link to my Twitch is in the description below if you want to see. But so I decided to play, buy Street Fighter 6, and I decided to be like thinking I'll play Chun Li because Chun Li's a cool character, and also it'd be a really fun experience. After people saying she's quite technical compared to like other characters that people recommended me, many people recommended me playing characters such as Luke or Ryu because they're very easy going or easy go type of characters for beginners. That's fair enough, but I decided to pick Chun Li because why the fuck not? So eventually, my first game that I could remember was against a platinum Marissa, and me, a rookie. I didn't know what I was gonna do. Do I like try my best and go in for the kill and such? But no, I ended up getting obliterated so much, so I didn't know what to do. So I was so bad at the game. So I decided to watch YouTube videos on how to improve or how to get good at the game. But like, it took quite a while because obviously with Chun Li, it takes more time, like the learning curve, than playing characters such as like a Luke or a Ryu because their combos are easy put in rather than Chun Li's. But still in modern, and it took me quite a while for me to get modern. Well, not sorry. It took me quite a bit to get um like good at with Chun Li in modern, like going from rookie all the way to master. From when I first started in August all the way to what's it called, master in late December or early January in 2024. I'm not too sure, but it was around that time that I ended up making it to master. And before that, I still enjoyed like watching Valmaster when he was playing Street Fighter 6 with Chun Li. But then obviously I saw what's the streamer's name? Haitani. Haitani was the only Chun Li I would mainly look up to because they were a modern Chun Li, which ended up making Chun Li modern one of the most scariest modern characters to play, and also the fact that he reached top five or top eight, something like that, with Chun Li on modern, which is a very big improvement for Chun Li mains because obviously we have not won a Evo or a Capcom Cup, so it's something interesting to see. However, what made me change from going from modern to classic ended up because due to when I was playing ranked on Xbox, a Honda player that I invited, I questioned on how he was playing. He made fun of me for playing modern because obviously modern's like for easygoing characters and such. And it's kind of funny how he obviously. I said to him, I was like, I'll change my controls, and he ended up saying, well, all you modern players, blah blah blah, and such. Like, I can see where he was going because modern normally will have like easy input moves compared to like other characters. But I can see where his point was. For in a way, I swapped controls because I got picked on by a Honda player. Now, before I carry on with the story, I do want to make one specific thing. Please do not go and find this person or whoever it was and pick on him. Don't do that, please. He told me, obviously, the controller schemes, he doesn't like modern. I don't want people to go around and like harassing him or like people picking on him for bullying me or something. Please don't do that, people. We're all here for the vibes, not the vibes from Marvel Rivals, if you know what that means. But other than that, yeah. Anyway, let's carry on with the story. So after that, I moved to Classic, and without a doubt, I had started like improving on more with like if it was combos, if it was like patience wise, or it was like knowing like how to play Chun-Li in Classic. I learned that from obviously some of the Valmaster's videos or his stream or replays that I saw on the Street Fighter 6 replay videos, or I had it where I was watching the pro player Lashar before obviously he moved to Ed because he was playing Capcom Cup 10, where he was playing Chun Li, managed to reach top 5 with Chun Li Classic. So I thought to myself, this person's very good. I can learn from him. So I watched most of his replays day in, day out, and I would always like focus on like things that I have that is linked to Lashar and things that I need to work on to improve myself on getting myself better. So I started watching obviously the Lashar replays. Then came season 2. Season 2 was the point in time where Lashar decided to move from Chun Li and move to Ed because I believe Lashar is the type of player that will pick meta characters, but nothing that annoys me. But obviously, it's his choice. So after he moved to Ed, I decided to like figure out on who to watch now, like which other Chun Li streamers or pro players should I watch. And there was one, obviously there's Moke and Goichi are the only two that I still watch. However, with Moke, he decided to move to Mai, so now he has Chun Li and Mai either both in their pockets, or he picks one for a certain matchup that Chun or Mai can't do, which is fair enough in that situation. But other than that, like at that point, I was like figuring out on who should I watch now because there are like still good Chun Li players still out there, but obviously, more I realized that I have to focus on myself, on things I need to work on, such as obviously my with punishments, patience, footsies, spacing, all of those. You need to do that yourself. You can watch replays to help you out in the matchup. However, it's not going to help the fact that you will not improve by just watching pros and like copy what they do because it's never the same in your game plan compared to theirs. However, I will say is this: if you do want to like carry on progressing, like want to reach like the rank you want to achieve, whether it's either 1500, Ultimate Master, Legend, Grandmaster, any type of rank you want, then the only best advice I can mainly work on, well, for you, or say, is take your time on how to calculate the matchup on how the player that you're facing, whether it's like a Ken, Akuma, Mai, Crimson Viper, any type of characters, if they're playing either passive aggressive or they're playing like the zone type of way, like waiting for you to space between like the move that you're doing so they can whiff punish you. I didn't mean to say zone, but apart from that, but without a doubt, like slowly but surely, you'll end up like seeing that you've been improving. I'm not very good at like giving out advice and like certain stories and that, but I would say one thing when I was still on Xbox, I was still thinking on whether or not should I carry on playing Chun Li because for one, I actually was super burned out for when I was just so bored of playing Street Fighter 6 and Chun-Li. So I actually will agree. When Akuma first came out, I decided to play him to see how he plays, and it didn't turn out like my cup of tea. I was not very good at playing him. I didn't know what to do, and I was playing Chun-Li. Then I'd also decided to play a grappler, Manon, and I thought to myself, this should be kind of fun. But then I realized that it's not for me. So, because I kept on, like I said, with the Akuma, I kept on like playing like it's Chun Li, and it's so different from a grappler to Chun Li, a technical character. So it's kind of silly on how I was playing, and I was mainly sticking it to how I would play with the character while thinking I'm playing Chun Li, which is something that you should not do. You should always think like what the opponent will be doing in the situation. What's the Manon going to be doing in the situation? What's the Akuma going to be doing? What's the Give going to be doing? Now you can play other characters, but I chose not to because the only time I would only like learn from experience is watching my replays and lately slowly but surely see like what are my problems I see and how can I improve later on by seeing some of the bad outcomes I hit, whether it's either I'm spamming mashing buttons or if I'm like pressing a button where I shouldn't, such as like me spamming or piling falling crane and fireball, which is something that I need to stop doing. And also the fact that I should also what's it called? Stop pressing air lightning kicks in any situation. I only use it when in a throw situation, and I just gotta just be patient, and that's how I managed to get to Ultimate Master through obviously blood, sweat, and tears. But it's kind of like, how do I say, in the situation like when I was going through when I reached Ultimate Master, I spoke to one of my friends who is normally a 1900 JP player by the name of Karma, very good JP player. His YouTube and his Twitch will be in the description below if you want to check out his content. Um, he said to me like, you're a good player, good with punishments, but the issue that I would see me in the situation is I keep on autopiling so many moves, and also that in some of my Twitch, my recent Twitch stream, I was a little bit getting tilted over little things, which is something that I need to learn, that it's only a game and I need to like just get over the fact, just toss myself and just like move on, shake the hand of the player I was facing. Doesn't matter if they were throw looping, playing cheesy, playing weird. It doesn't matter. Just shake the hand and move on. That's how I should normally be playing. But obviously, I still got to learn to do that. That's why also I need to practice more by also playing more tournaments, because I'm playing like it like any custom or any tournament I'm in. I'm playing like it's ranked, which is something that you should not do in that situation. Anyway, my little advice before I end the video here is I would say the main thing that you should be focusing on if you want to improve, or like how did I manage to get into like Ultimate Master after a short period of time compared to like someone who's played all the other Street Fighter games. My only thing is this: I learned from my mistakes. I watched my replays. I watched pros on how to deal with the matchup knowledge, whether it's either your camis, Mai's, or anything, etc. Just learn from your mistakes and just focus on the main things that you need to focus on, whether it's your whiff punishments or anything like that. You just get very difficult on learning. But other than that, sorry that the video is like not very as much as that good. But other than that, I wish you all the best. Be sure to check Karma's content in the description below. Be sure to follow my Twitch in the description below as well. Other than that, I wish you all the best, and I will see you all later. Peace.